Tell us about the story of how PornHub came to be.
Okay, well, look, there's a longer version of this, and it's told by a guy named John Ronson on Joe Rogan's show. But essentially, what happened was there was a guy who made PornHub. He made a site where people could upload, whatever video. Essentially, he made a YouTube for porn, and it just sucked so much money out of the porn industry. Not overnight, but essentially overnight, really quickly. And he started making so much money off of advertising, and he basically all the money from the porn industry eventually just went to a channel right to him. Well, he took all that money and went back to all these companies that were about to fold and bought them all back. So it was essentially like a tech takeover. He was just a tech guy. It was like a tech takeover of porn across the board, like porn. He bought studios, probably fucking, dildo companies, you name it, butt plug, molds and shit.
It's fucking dildo companies. San Francisco based, I'm sure.
But we're just surprised that, and at the same time, you pay money to become a part of PornHub. Wheeler Walker Jr., you know who that is?
Wheeler Walker Jr.? No.
Oh, Lord, we'll get back to that. Anyway, he's a comedian. His real name is Ben Hoffman, but he plays this character that's a country music star, and it's all pornographic country music, and he's rocking country music. He's selling out shows, and he's just he's doing really well. Anyway, he advertised on PornHub because nobody else was, because people don't want the stigma of being associated with porn. So, in a sense, Verge kind of fell on the sword for crypto by being the first one to be associated with porn, and maybe Verge will be that company that people say, look, cryptocurrency and is just for pornography. Well, yeah, I can kind of put the black hat on Verge for a little bit if you want. But look, it opens up the door to another company and another industry being a part of the crypto community, because that's really what it is. It's a community. That's how this whole thing's going to stay together, by everybody still believing in it and not letting this shit get. It'll never go to zero. I always think of it as a giant, just think of a giant playground or something, or I think of a giant skate park that everybody found, and everybody in the neighborhood is flocked to it. And if there's 1 million people in there, well, the limited space is a lot more valuable. But then if everybody leaves, well, then not everybody, people are still going to want to skate there. People are still going to want to participate in whatever there. So it's still a great thing to use. So it's always going to hold a value just for that.
Yeah. Agreed.
So again, to be sad about the value of it dropping, the saddest I really was about it was that I didn't have more money to buy into it. I'm not saying that in any other. I mean it. I just wish I would have been able to still keep buying. There's still a part of me that's still maybe this thing will drop to 5,000. Maybe it'll drop to, I don't know, a little bit lower. But it doesn't really matter in the long run. Because if we really believe what we believe, what I believe is that eventually enough money will start to flood into the whole market cap. Bitcoin will just get, it can't do anything but go up just because there's a limited supply. So now this thing that we are all sitting on is going to be able to do something else for you. I don't know. You don't want to hold Bitcoin till you die. You want it to do something for you, right?
Absolutely. Look, man, whether you like Verge or not, whether you like porn or not, and if you don't, what kind of fucking Mormon are you?